officially live. Good morning. I tried to go live a minute ago, but I forgot to do something. So now I'm on correctly. Mr. B is not here to help me. I had to go run some errands this morning, but my sister Marty should be jumping on as my monitor today. And we're going to be talking today for the next, let's see, what time is it right now? For the next 25 minutes. I've got a client in 25 minutes. Sorry, I started at 5 minutes late because I had some problems getting started. But we're going to be talking about your goals and how to make them specific. So we want to know, what about your goals makes them specific? So I see we've already got people jumping on. Good morning, Marty. Good morning, Christy Stinson. Good morning, Mary Sellers. She said, good morning, Kat and Mr. B, roll tide. Mr. B's not here. His chair's empty. He ran off to do some errands. Marty's on with us this morning. Christy said, I hope you're feeling better. I am. I have a cough drop in my mouth. I apologize for that, but otherwise I was going to be coughing. Candace said, good morning, Kat and Mr. B. Yeah, I am getting over the flu. I worked yesterday. I'll be working today. I'll be working this week. I didn't make a YouTube video for Wednesday. Sorry about that, but I'm going to talk today about what I was going to make the video on. So we'll just have that conversation, and it's about your goals. And the thing you need to know about your goal is it needs to be specific. So if you have goals, and all of my mentees have annual goals, a monthly goal, and a weekly goal. And every time I meet with them, we review their annual goal to see how they're working toward it. We review their monthly goal. For the past month, it was January. Now we're in a brand new monthly goal. And we go over the weekly goal. And they get a check mark if they accomplished their goal. They get a yellow star if they are working toward their goal. And they get a big red X if they didn't do anything toward their goal. And none of those are grades. Those are just actions, so that they can look at their report and say, okay, I really have got to stop getting red X's on Swish and Swipe if that's their goal or whatever, and really start working on it. So a goal has to be specific. And that's where we bring in who, what, when, where, why. Those are your specifications. Who, what, when, where, why. So if you have a goal, who is it for? It's for you. Or maybe it's for your family. Or maybe it's for your boss. Or maybe it's for your pet. But there's a who. What is the goal? It's not just a better life. That is the title of my video, my YouTube channel, Better Life with Kat. But we need something more specific. So it's what? So it is that I am going to be sober for the year, or I am going to practice sleep hygiene so I can get to bed and sleep better. It's a very specific what. And then there is when. And that's why we have specific times. So we have an annual set of annual goals that don't change. And then we have that monthly goal that changes every month. It changes, and we're building on it. And then we have the weekly goal. So that's the when, who, what, when, where. Where will you do this? I'm going to do this in my closet. I'm going to do this in my kitchen. I'm going to do this in my bathroom. There's a specific place. And then why? Why? That's probably the most important part of your goal. Why? Because I want to feel better. That's not really a good why. A why would be because I want a clean home. I want a peaceful environment. I want to be better at my job. Whatever it is, that's your why. Okay, so I want you to be reflective on this. Come up with your own goals. I know I'm not mentoring all of you, but if I was, you would have an annual goal, a set of annual goals. You would have a monthly goal. So February is a brand new month. So you'd have a monthly goal, and you would have your weekly goal. And each of those goals plays into the one before. So your weekly plays into the monthly, and your monthly plays into the annual. And give yourself a grade. A check marks means you completed it. Unlikely that you will complete your annual goals in the month of February. So it would probably be a gold star if you're working toward it. If you didn't do anything at all, it's a red X. Okay? And so you start thinking about that. I'm going to answer your questions now. So let's see. Candace said, I'm at a place where I need to review my processes and the days that I do things because I'm getting more involved with some things. I'm doing volunteer work for church. That means that you need to have a planner. A planner is a very specific set of goals for you. And so your planner for today, if you have the daily planner, would have all of your things written out here, and then all the things over here that you're going to stick into this side, right? So on this side, you've got your rituals. You've got your laundry if you have any. You've got your zone work. You've got your top 3 things for the day. If you have basic weekly plan, it will go in here. And then you've got your scheduled things over here, and then all these things get plugged in. So you can see my morning routine, AM, is right there. My prayers, my breakfast. I do some games online, Wordle and stuff, my sister Marty. I have clients, I have live, I have another client, I have a break, I have some open spots available, I have lunch, I have a couple more clients, another break, and another client. I've got my after dinner ritual plugged in. I've got my before bed 1 and my before bed 2 plugged in. I've got my 3 clutter stops planned in. I've got my zone work planned in. Everything is planned in. And on my top 3 things, those are not things that are house related. Those are other related. So I'm reading Gone with the Wind for one of my book clubs. I'm reading The Berry Pickers for another book club. I'm reading Inner Excellence for me. And I've got another couple of books right behind those. There's always books going. So those are what the things that I plug in to read. And I put it in my planner. Actually, I didn't put it in there today. I've already read some, but I put an R where I want to read. Put an R here, and I put an R down here. Okay. All right. Excuse me. Sorry. So let's see. So Candace, that's what you need. You need your planner, and you need to really be determined that you're going to have goals, that you're going to want to meet all the goals. Think of all your different goals. You have physical goals, you have mental goals, you have social goals, you have household goals, you have family goals. Think of all the different goals that you have and create your goals, and then work backwards from that. What do I need to do this month toward that goal? What do I need to do this week toward my monthly goal, etc.? Okay. All right. Victory Financial Fitness, and that's Jocelyn. Hi, Jocelyn. Good morning from Texas, Kat and Mr. B. I'll tell Mr. B you said, hey, he's not here today. He's doing errands. Marty's here instead, remotely from her house. But thank you, Jocelyn. DJ Whitmore. Good morning, everyone from Wisconsin. Good morning, DJ. Shauna is here. What a treat to see you live, Kat. Hugs for you and Mr. Beautiful. I'll give him your hug, Shauna. Debbie Ernst. Good morning, Deb. Good to talk to you. Candace said, I'm also taking a certification program and I need to study 2 to 3 hours a day. Then you have to plug it in. And are you going to be able to study 2 to 3 hours straight? Or do you need to do 20-minute segments of studying? You know, you need to think about that. How can you get that done so that it sticks the best, and you're not just wearing yourself out, just pushing for 3 straight hours every day. Bobby loves to thrift. Good morning, Bobby. So any questions about goals and about your why? And I'd love to hear some of your whys. What are your goals? You know what? I'm using my little timer, and every now and then that light blinks. That means I need a new battery, but I'm going to have to live without it. Yeah, I'll have to get it after I get off the phone. Hopefully it hangs in there for me. Marty said, thumbs up, and in live chat, choose all messages. At least that's what we see on iPhone. Yeah, I need to make sure I'm in live chat, not top chat. There we go. Thanks, Marty, for reminding me. See, Larry's not here to remind me. I needed you. Okay, so Marty, I'll ask you specifically, do you have any goals for the year? I'll ask everybody. Shauna, do you have goals for the year? Candace, do you have goals for the year? Who else is on here this morning? Bobby, have you come up with goals? Debbie, I know you have goals. DJ, have you got any goals going on? Mary, have you got some goals? Christy? Just wanting to hear, what are your goals? What is one of your goals? You don't have to share them all. Jocelyn said, what's your best suggestion for working and planning around pet and teenager? What? Pet and teenager, soon to be young adult needs, Jocelyn. My best suggestion for working and planning around pet and teenager goals. I know every teenager is just, a young adult, a pre-young adult, and they all have different needs, and the same with pets. I mean, if you have a parrot and you've got a cane corso, they're going to have different requirements, So I don't know. In general, for pets, there's cleanliness, there's feed, there's health. And for your teenagers, I'm not quite sure what you need to plan around your teenagers. Your teenagers are at the point now where you can help them plan for themselves. So I'm not sure I understand your question. And of course, I have a foggy brain right now, so help me out. Let's see. Ooh, everybody's starting to answer me. Yay. Okay. So Candace, help me out with that. Oh no, that wasn't Candace. That was Jocelyn. So Jocelyn, you can help me out with that. This is Candace. I'll get to updating everything I have to do in my planner today during planning and desk day. Thank you for the guidance. You're welcome. This is Shauna. For me, whys are always based on seasonal tasks. Living in a 4-season climate, the biggest why is that time is flying by in life. No regrets. My friend Shauna lives on a beautiful ranch, and she has pets, and they have seasonal land management things they have to do. And so I know she's very goal oriented, and I appreciate you sharing that, Shauna. Marty said, I want my bedroom in Florida to be hotel empty. Just a few stored items in my closet. I don't need this stuff. All right. So what's your first step, Marty? That's your why. Now you got to do the who, what, when, where. So you have to figure it out. How are you going to do it? And Tracy said, I have a goal of hosting a dinner each month. I love that. That's your social goal. And I have other clients who have had hospitality goals. And I think those are beautiful. And I hope that you continue to do that, Tracy. I know that Tracy is my mentee, and that is one of her goals, is hospitality goals. And she's doing great. And she has other social goals too. Debbie Ernst, my main goal is to get my house ready for retirement. And you're doing it, Deb. Jocelyn said, I made a plan and then it gets derailed. Needy pets. So sometimes we have to say, what is our priority? Priority is not a plural word. It's a singular word. And that means, what is your priority? That means your pets are here, and your kids are here, and your home is somewhere in there, and you're in there, and God's in there. You have this hierarchy. But what is your priority? If you've been ignoring something, what is your priority? And then whether your pet is needy or not, you still have to do your priority. So a pet sometimes, now I don't know if your pet is needy emotionally or physically needy and needs medical care. That's different. But if it's just a pet that's needy, you have to discipline them just like you do children and say, no, go lay down and do your thing. Okay, that's what I would say, and I totally believe that. Mary, I just bought a Fitbit, so my goal is to get in some more steps each day. And that's easy to accomplish, isn't it? Sometimes you just have to walk around in the house. Bobby Loves His Thrift said, my goal is to be better than the year before, not too specific. So you do need to be specific, Bobby, about what you want to be better in this year. So if being better in everything, that's way too broad. But maybe you're going to be better in self-care. Maybe you're going to be better in rituals. Those are the things. Then you can measure those and you can say, am I being better? Okay. Rephrasing, pets are medically needy. Okay, medically needy. All right, so if a pet is medically needy, I'm assuming they have to have injections or medications certain times of the day, but that can still be put in a plan. Now, if the dog has diarrhea and you have to stop because that becomes priority number one to get the dog out or to clean up, that's different. But if it's that you have to schedule when to give them their medication, you just put it in your schedule and give them their medication. I know nothing's as simple as it sounds, but you understand what I'm saying, right? Okay, let's see. Let's see. There's a saying, this is Shauna, here's to it and to it again. If you get to it and you don't do it, you may never get to it again. The I is that we have only so much time and so much to do. And then you went back and said, sorry for the typo, but the thing is not do I. Here's to it and to it again. If you get to it and you don't do it, you may never get to it to do it again. I love that. We only have so much time and so much to do. That's true. So you don't want to waste time by getting there and not doing it. Marty said, first step, give away crafting supplies. I can't quilt anymore. And sometimes we have to face our own mortality, and that sometimes we have things that prevent us from quilting. Marty has severe rheumatoid arthritis. She cannot quilt anymore. I have no arthritis. I cannot quilt because Marty had the talent, not me. So Marty is giving up quilting, even though she had the talent, because her hands and her body won't allow her to quilt anymore. And that's not a sad thing. It's just a fact of life. Just like the fact of life for me is I don't have the talent to quilt, nor do I have the patience. So good, Marty. I'm glad you're going to do that, and that'll be good. Sorry for the typo. The thing is not due. Okay. I'm not quite sure that I understood your corrections, but I think I understood the original story, which I loved. If you get to it and don't do it, you might not get to it to do it again. I love that. Okay, this is Watch Out for the Snakes. I don't know what your name is, but I would love to call you something other than that. Your goal is to get the most from your patron membership. What would be something I could do to begin to utilize it? It would be to watch the videos every single Monday through Friday. They last somewhere between 2 minutes and 10 minutes. Most of them are less than 10 minutes and more than 2 minutes. Occasionally there'll be some 2-minute ones. And you just watch that, and it puts you right where you need to be in the day, because it tells you exactly what to do that day. Even if you're a payroll homemaker, I talk about that from time to time throughout the week. Okay? Rephrasing, pets are medically needy. I got that. Okay, goals for 2025. This is DJ. Read 2 books a month. Reimagine my computer room. Host family dinner once a month. Learn to use my grain mill. Okay, those are great. So you could learn to use your grain mill this week. So that could be a weekly goal. You could reimagine your computer room in February. It doesn't mean you're going to completely furbish it or whatever you're doing, but you could at least reimagine it, and maybe your annual goal is to actually refurbish your computer room or fix it. Reading 2 books a month, that would be a monthly goal. Host a family dinner, that would be a monthly goal. And then for my weekly goals, I would make sure I included the 3-layer cake. All my routines, all my basic weekly plan, all my zone work. Okay? And then check it off. Check it off as you accomplish it. If you, at the end of the week, didn't do it, it gets a red X for you to look at and say, wow, I didn't even begin. You get a little yellow star, a little gold star if you're working toward it, because it's not the end of February yet. And if you're working toward it, if you've been thinking about it, if you've written some notes down, then you get a yellow star. The idea is, or gold star, at the end of the month, it should be reimagined in your example. Okay? All right. Hi, Ellie K. Church. How are you doing? Good morning. She's got such a beautiful voice. I had no idea. And then one day she sang for me. Kimberly Jackson. Good morning, ladies. Where were you, Kimberly? Thank you. And I'm Karen, not a Karen. Karen, my oldest daughter is named Karen, and one of my dearest friends is named Karen, and I think it's the most beautiful name. And it made me very sad when they took that beautiful name and began calling people by that name as an insult. So I want you to hold your head high, be a pineapple, have a sweet center, Karen, have a tough skin, stand tall, and wear your Karen crown, because you are a beautiful Karen with a gorgeous name. Okay? Marty said, Karen is the sweetest name. Kat has a dear friend named Karen, whom she named her sweet and dear daughter after. And she is the dearest thing. When I was sick with the flu, she called and said, Mom, both of my girls did, Mom, is there anything we can do for you? And I said, no, I'm fine. And the second day, Karen called again and said, Mom, are you sure there's nothing I can do for you? Don't you want me to bring you anything? And I thought, and I said, well, I've got chicken noodle soup, and if you could bring me some saltine crackers, that would be great. And she said, I'll do it. And so she teaches 3-year-olds. So when she got out of school that day, she went by and bought me some premium saltines. And she said, would you like some chocolate Dove Hearts too? And she gave me some milk chocolate and some dark chocolate Dove Hearts in the bag as well. So that was super sweet. And she just left it on my front porch because I didn't want her to be exposed. But that is super sweet. My other daughter is just as sweet, and her name is Robin. So I love them. I chose their names carefully, and they're the best, aren't they, Marty? Marty didn't have girls, so she shared my girls with me in the summer. She took them to her home when she lived in Orlando and bought a family pass and took them to all the things in Orlando every summer. They had such a good couple of weeks with her, and I got a break. A break from my beautiful daughters. Sorry for my cough. Okay. All right, girlies. It's time for me to go. Robin is so sweet. They're my heart. Time for me to go. I hope that you come up with a plan for your work, for the goals that you want, that you have specific goals, who, what, when, where, why. Specific times is when. So is it a week? Is it a month? Is it a year? And then every single week, when you plan out for the next week, review it, just like I do with my mentees. Because at the end of the year, we're going to have accomplished these annual goals. And that's something so exciting for them. And their monthly goals are getting accomplished. So I want that for you as well. And if you need to be mentored, I have, how many do I have? I think I have 2 weekly slots available. Double checking. Hold on. Then I really have to go. Yeah, I've got 2 $100 slots available, and I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 $50 slots available. So if that's something you're interested in, come on over to the Patreon group, and when you do, and just go ahead and sign up for the videos, which is $6.50 a month, and then send me a personal message and I'll call you and we'll talk about what hours work best for you if they do work for you. And then when you sign up for, let's say, $100 slot, it's not going to charge you $100. Patreon won't charge you $100. They'll charge you the difference between that $650 and the $100. Some of the areas that you live in have taxes built in based on your state. Some of you who live out of the country might have a VAT tax, but that's the bottom. It's the 100 or the 50. Okay. All right, that's it for today. I hope you have a wonderful day. Let me make sure I didn't miss anything. Hi, Phyllis. Phyllis is from London. Marty and I are 98% European, and we have a large portion of our history is from the London area. Thanks for everything Candace said. Have a wonderful week and keep feeling better. Thanks, Candace. My battery's still working. Bye, Bobby. Have a great day. 15 minutes a day here is my fabric purge. Great, Marty. DJ said, thank you, Kat. Praying you continue to feel better. Thank you, DJ. Okay, all of you have a wonderful day. Oh, here's one for my sweet Shauna. Thank you for this time, Kat. Please be gentle with yourself so you can fully recover. And Jocelyn said, hoping you feel much better very soon. Thank you very much. Y'all have a wonderful day, and always remember to have a really strong work ethic, and remember to be beautiful because you are beautiful.